Keep it an hour. Keep it an hour. Keep it an hour. Monday, fun day. The videos look decent. We're gonna keep it super easy. We're gonna do some burpees. Burpees, 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 man. This is all about dimension mastery. Self mastery. You can't negate one thing, physical, mental, or spiritual. You know, a lot of folks that know like I know, they might reject. A lot of people who understand that this is a hologram, this is not based reality, they might reject working out. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck it. You know, reject healthiness, reject healthy eating. Like my brother, the wise master teacher Bobby Hemmett. You know, there's an alchemy. You understand? So you got Bobby Hemmett. Y'all niggas see my brother King Bobby Hemmett, the big old belly and shit. And then you got Dr. Sebi. This nigga was a master in eating. But there's an alchemy. Watch out, son. Watch out, watch out. There's an alchemy in putting it together, man. There's an alchemy in putting it together. You know, if you listen to the King, the great speaker who Bobby Hemmett, the prophet, that's why I want to make sure I venerate and lift folks up when I'm talking about them. Throwing a little shade on the nigga. I'm not throwing shade on the king. He's a master teacher. But there's an alchemy. It's not for us to follow nobody's way completely. It ain't for you to follow my way completely. You're supposed to get what you can get from me and then devise the mastery to self. So there's a mastery. You understand me? There's a mastery to it. You can't be going up in these hospitals and shit. So how you avoid the hospitals? You can't just ignore health. It be something that kills you. That means you reversed what you was doing. So it's not that. Uh, so you don't want to negate the physical aspect. Somebody nigga on my video yesterday, well, what's the purpose of this? Is he self-promoting or fucking whatever? Nigga, the purpose is I'm showing you how I'm doing me. You know, the alchemy of everything. So I'm gonna start it off with some burpees. We're gonna set it off with some burpees. We're gonna do 15 minutes of warming up, and we're gonna do the rest yoga and some meditation. We're gonna keep it short and sweet. Busy man, very busy man. So
You don't want me to do 15-minute time?
no, I'm just waiting to just drop down to one. Oh yeah. Put the 15-minute on. Yeah. Appreciate you. Yes, do that. That's the God Queen behind the scenes, running teams. People keep shouting her out. You ain't even supposed to know she here. What you keep shouting her out for? It's like, man, shout me anytime you do. She doing my thug dizzle behind the scenes, you know. And doing this is 43 days. You understand? So don't be saying, oh, he jumped from 34. So hopefully that helps us out a little bit. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. Burpees, nigga. You set that off. Set that off. You doing burpees with me today, King? Crazy hit.
Daddy, I'm not doing. I don't want to do that.
Yeah? Yeah.
See, Daddy, my arm is not giving me ear closer.
Stretch. Stretching is just important as, you know, working out, lifting, and all that stuff. You know, stretching is extremely important. You know, all these guys getting all big, doing all these weights and shit, and can't even touch their back. Yeah. You know, and I know, because I haven't got like that. I've always had my mobility because I've always used my working out to do some fighting shit. But there's been times where I can lift all these weights over 400 pounds and can't do more than 10 pull-ups. You understand me? So it's not a functional muscle. lifting weights and getting all big and shit, that's not functional muscle. You know, it's not muscle that you can use. So if you don't have your flexibility, you can't utilize the muscle that you're building on top. So that's why I talk about with yoga. Yoga strengthens the small twitch fiber muscles. Let's use this right here. Let's use this right here for just something, give you something that you can kick over that could give you, help you with your range. So we're just gonna kick. We're gonna say warm up. Let me move to this angle a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. And let's do 20 kicks. Let's do a minute of kicks on both sides. So I'm waiting for the time to go down. Let's do a minute of kicks. And we can switch it up. Let's do 20, 20, 20, 20. Let's do about 20. So I'm gonna do 20 jab kicks, 20 whatever. Watch out, son. Cause here, you can come over here. Go over that way. You gonna kick? So we're gonna start off warm. Just slow, even pace. Just to warm yourself up.
Baby back.
Watch out, son. See?
Sorry, Daddy. Is that my leg is that way?
Yeah. Why don't you kick? Come right over here and kick so I don't kick you.
But I can you.
And these ain't gonna be your best kicks or your prettiest kicks because you warming up the muscle still. But you still want to have a decent, honest range. So that's why we got the chair here. And you walk it through it. Walk it through it. Walk it through it. That's a minute. Let's do some knee highs. We just gonna keep on moving. We gonna keep on moving. You understand? You know, I don't know how you can interpret this video for anything other than we working out, you know. So let's move.
This is too hard.
I block haters, but I leave their comments. Whether it's good or bad, that shit motivate me. That's the alchemy, you know. You need to be able to use whatever energy that comes your way for your way. You understand? So somebody be like, oh, look at him. He don't know what the fuck he doing. Look at his fat ass stomach. Look at them ugly ass kicks. He don't look at him. Blah, blah, blah. That shit motivate me. That shit motivate me. You understand? It motivate me just like somebody saying, yo, you beautiful king. All the other beautiful comments that I get from you guys, that shit motivate me too. You know. But you ever had a bad kid who just seemed motivated by the more you yell at the nigga, the more you tell him don't do that, the badder he is. And these are people who need attention. You understand? You know. These are people who gleam attention. They don't care if it's good attention or bad attention. That's Powder Papi's alchemy. You know? It don't matter if it's good attention or bad. It's whatever. It's part of my alchemy. So you have to understand your alchemy so you can be secure in self and don't give a fuck what nobody say if it don't coincide with what you've designed yourself to be. And I have to tell you, it's all a fictitious design in the hologram. So we warming up to do some yoga. We warming up the joints with kicks, joints to do the yoga, side kicks, coming from the side, you know, coming from the back to the side. And that's the side kick. Remember I tell you when you end up with the side kick, your hip got to be over. You understand? The top and your foot on the ground is sliding forward. So bam, like that. And then this foot is back, bam. And this foot is back, bam. So let's continue to move. You know when it's time to stretch when you warmed up enough. You understand? It's time to stretch when you warmed up enough. So let's continue to move. Knee highs. Knee highs is a good warm up, low impact. You know, just warming up. Warming up, warming up, warming up. Let's do some. And when your warm up, an effective warm up is your kicks and the things that you would do in a fight. So let's do some. Let's do some. I don't know what these kicks are called. I think they're called windmill kicks. In Taekwondo, the way you cut and come down, that's a hammer kick. It's called a hammer kick, I believe, yeah. Because it comes down like a hammer, you know. So just depending on what styles you belong to, what it's called. And this is also for the joints again. Let's show you from the side. And you warming up. Warming up. Warming up. Other side. So what you're doing is you coming in and you're making a round motion. And you coming out and you're making a round motion with the leg, with the kick. So you're making a circle like a wave. That's why I think it's called a windmill kick or a wave kick in some styles or whatever have you. But because it acts like a wave. And it also comes, see, in Taekwondo, you actually go past the target and come down with the heel with this kick. So. Super easy today. It's about mobility. Mobility. Virility, agility. You know? So let's, and I talked about this the other day, let's work elasticity in between the joints. You know? This is how you whip your foot around. You whip your kicks around with power, with force. You know, let's do some circles. Other side. Running through it. This is day 43. Working out every day, which is pretty cool. You understand? Pretty cool to document that and continue to document that. Now I'm getting a little looser with the kicks. And this is all I'm doing, man. So all we're doing today, we're gonna get into some yoga and do some yoga. This video is not gonna be more than an hour. Do a little 15-minute warm up. It's at 16 now, but I talked a little bit in the beginning. I got another timer right there that shows me I got about 4 more minutes. So. So, keep it nice and easy today. Just warm up, continue to warm up, circles, 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 circles. You know, like I said, this is about mastery. Self-mastery is beautiful. You understand? It don't matter how you look in the face. If you master self, that's beautiful to everybody. What you can do with your physical body is beautiful. You understand? So, if you need love in your life, you say, ain't nobody loving on me. How do you have mastery? What areas have you chosen to make your areas that I'm going to have mastery in this area? Because motherfuckers will love you for your mastery. You understand? And all these women who think it's about beauty and looks, cool. But at the end of the day, a real nigga going to want you to really do something. You know? Not just sit up there and look nice and shit. You know, you got to be able to do something. That's how I roll. You know, what can you do? What's your skill? You know, what do you have mastery in? What are you seeking to have mastery in? You understand? It don't matter how you look. You understand? Mastery is beautiful. Period. You understand? Mastery is beautiful. You understand? That's what you want. You want somebody on your team who can do something. You understand? So that's how we building. That's how Papi building. And that's my suggestion to you. Seek mastery. Seek self-mastery. Start with the yoga. Motherfucker, do a split. Do some crazy shit, that somebody else can't do because they ain't been working on their mastery yourself. So you only can get self-mastery one way. By time. You only can get wisdom one way. Through experiencing it. Time. You understand me? You only can get knowledge one way. Time. You understand? So these things that take time to get are some of the most invaluable things on the planet. You can't pay for this shit. You can't pay for self-mastery. You understand? You got to work at it and get it. And when you work at it and get it and obtain it, people going to be like, oh man, that person's beautiful. You understand? So all this whole life, you feel like people don't like you and you putting fucking wigs on and makeup on and all this other stupid shit you're doing. Probably because, I'm not trying to derogatory you, but, you being lazy. It's easy to fucking put a wig on, put some makeup on, and put some shit on, talking about, oh, I'm not beautiful. You have low self-esteem. You understand me? But you ain't spent no time with yourself. You ain't spent no time discovering self. You ain't spent no time even learning self, learning who you are. You ain't spend no time beating on yourself, beating on your craft. You know what I'm saying? What do I love to do? Were you singing, acting, dancing, whatever, making paintings, whatever the fuck you do it. You spend your time on it and do it. You understand? And that's beautiful. That's mastery. You understand? All that other shit, this flesh suit and all the shit that motherfuckers is enthralled by. This shit is an illusion. You understand? All of it is an illusion. It's all part of the same energy. It has to be an illusion because when we look at it to its depths, it's all made of the same thing. How can I be made of the same shit as the floor? You know what I'm saying? How can I be made of the same thing as the air in front of me? You understand? The unquantifiable matter, the unquantifiable anti or unmatter, because it doesn't act like matter. But self-mastery, beautiful, get it. 15 minutes of warming it up. 15 minutes of warming up. I'm going to get into some yoga, man. My lady, my queen bounced on me. So I got to try to work this time on myself. So let's do it like this. How the fuck does this shit go? Start. Back. Alright. So we're going to set it off like this. Can you switch it from a minute? So I can
Yes.
Thank you. What you can do is beautiful, not just what you look like. You understand? How you build yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually is beautiful. So we have to seek to attain real beauty. You ask one of these billionaires, what's real wealth? Real wealth is health, my nigga. Real wealth is health and vitality, my nigga. I pride myself in this wealth that I walk in. I walk up in this wealth, man. It ain't got shit to do with a dollar in my pocket. You understand? It got everything to do with what I spend my time on in the hologram. You understand? Self-mastery, mentally, physical, and spiritual. Man, I'm giving you all the keys. Because I don't want nobody to be looking at me like, oh, this nigga is like God or the next Jesus or some stupid shit. We like following folks, black folks. You understand? This ain't a following thing. You understand? This is a gleam thing. So, what do I mean by that? So, you do gotta come. If you come to me, you come to get the information. I'm fucking talking about some shit. I'm supposed to be working out. But when you come to me and get this information, it's all good. We start off. When you come to me and get this information, when I go to a body's book, then I have to spend time with this book. I gotta spend time researching this book. I gotta spend time with the pages, reading the author's thoughts. You understand me? So for a small amount of time, I am following this or whoever book's teachings. You understand me? And in my youth, when I was younger, I used to have these fantasies about these fucking authors being these amazing intellectual people, until I started reading the book so much that I had to start correcting the books that I was reading. You understand? But so there was a point of worship, is what I'm telling you. When you get this book, like, wow, this is phenomenal. This person is whatever thing you making up in your head about this person being a phenomenal intellect or whatever have you. Forgive me, y'all. I just don't want to get off topic. Somebody was like, "What is he doing? Working out or what?" Because I'm talking and shit. But let's get back to it. I'm gonna start it off from the beginning. Let's just get back to it. I don't want to get all over the place with y'all today, man. Just want to really have a good, nice yoga session, discipline yoga. So I'm about to shut my mouth and we about to go in it. Time up. The sound is not on. So what I got going on is I got my hands interlocked like this, and we going up the center of the chakra system. We start from the base, we going up, just going up. Remember, take your time, catch your breath. Don't get frustrated if you can't hold the pose. That means you're doing the right pose. If you can't hold the pose, that means you're doing the right pose. You understand? It's something, the mechanics is off, the balance is off, whatever's off. This is how you get it back on. You understand? Yoga is like a beautiful thing, man. It's a peaceful thing. Sometimes I bring my athleticism into it, my competitiveness, and we do that. But yoga is about oneness. Oneness with the breath, oneness with the body. So the ego might, well, I hate to talk about it like that because it's all ego. Everything is ego. But your pride might say, hey, I want to force this pose. I want to do this. I want to do that. But you have to get out of that. It's about balance. And I'm breaking out the spot. Another yoga no-no. This ain't yoga. My queen told me stop calling this yoga. I don't know what we calling it.
Dynamic movement.
Dynamic movement. Yoga. Yoga. Them Indian folks ain't invent yoga. Don't be scared to say yoga. Who gives a damn? If you go to India, they tell you their ancestors was black, look like us. The Dravidians, the Druids. All of their spiritual systems they owe to the dark-skinned black man, dark-skinned black woman. If you look into the Vedic and Hindu traditions, they worship women. Kali. If you look at the 10 Mahavedas, all the feminine deities they worship, that comes from us. Anytime you see a woman being worshipped, that's black. That's a Nubian, melanated paradigm. White folks, and the lighter you get from black, they put their women down. And we looking through their paradigm, so we putting our women down. We worship our women. You understand? We have the baddest women on the planet. Black women, the most athletic, most beautiful, strongest, intellectually, most spiritual women on the planet is the black woman. None of these other women, the black woman. You understand? She got all of heavily melanated. It's a scientific. I'm talking about science. Skin color is a scientific barometer on how sophisticated your system is working, and also on how in harmony you are with the planet. So it ain't a diss thing. A black woman, you understand, is the most in harmony on the planet than any other woman on the planet. So that's just it. It's not a diss thing. For years y'all tell us the white woman is all of this shit and we need to have our hair like the white woman. Why is it a diss thing for me to talk about the sciences of this? I'm about to start right now. It's the one. You understand? But anytime black folks try to elevate themselves, everybody take offense to that. You don't see, you hear an Indian man, he gonna say the most beautiful woman on the planet is an Indian woman. You gonna hear the Asian man, even though they lying, gonna talk about the most beautiful woman on the planet is an Asian woman. You understand? When a black man love his own woman, then that motherfucker is all hell's supposed to break out. You being racist, you hate people. I don't hate no motherfucker. I don't hate nobody. I deal with science, deal with the science of it all, and we've been misled to hate ourselves. So it's important that we talk about loving ourselves, unequivocally, loving our people, loving our phenotypes. Why not? You understand? They were the first phenotype on this planet. You understand? So why wouldn't we have a lot to love ourselves for? You understand? Anybody not into loving themselves, what the fuck you want to tell you? They loving somebody else, loving white folks, loving Asians, loving Indians. which we do. We love all folks. But our problem is we be loving folks more than we love ourselves. You understand? Loving, loving other folks' cultures more than we love our own cultures. So my queen was telling me to stop saying the yoga because somebody done stole our culture and told us it's theirs. That ain't their culture. Yoga's our shit. Yoga's what make the black man and black woman healthy and strong and powerful. You understand? Everybody else is just doing it for fun. We really need to do it. It's part of our alchemy. The ancestors devised this alchemy for expansion on the planet. And it had nothing to do with all this other bullshit. It had everything to do with the alchemy of expansion on the planet. So you got this body. How does this body work? I imagine the ancestors figured out how this body works by doing shit like this, poses and such. Self-love. You'd be surprised how many motherfuckers hate you for loving yourself. You know what I'm saying? You'd be surprised, man, how many people got a problem with you loving yourself. And this is a big, big thing of self-love, yoga. Big, big self-love. I don't think I did any splits today. So for 40-something days, I've been doing splits. Huh?
That ain't getting deeper.
Not really. You go up and down. So that wasn't a real deep split. That wasn't the deepest split. You know, you gain some ground, you lose it, you gain it, you lose it. But you never go back to where you was unless you stop doing it altogether. But I want mastery of this body. I want mastery of this vessel. I want mastery of my environment. You understand? Mastery of my physical, mental, and spiritual environment. Mastery of my energetical environment. So in order to have mastery, you have to study these things. Study your environment. Study self. There's so many levels to study self. You can lose lifetimes studying self. Because the study of self is so vast and so endless. You understand? So, but people don't want you to study self. They want you to study some shit in some school or something that has nothing to do with self. You know, everything is about ignoring self. So, don't ignore self, revel in self. Yoga is an aspect of reveling in self. Or these dynamic movements, these stretches and such. Aspect of reveling in self. But as I tell you all the time, figure out your alchemy. Figure your alchemy out. Figure what makes you tick. Figure what makes you more expansive. Figure what grows you in a positive way, in an expansive way. And you only can get this alchemy by returning to self. You know? Can you grab a couple of those self books, baby? I'm just give them a couple books. The books I've already given you, some books that I've given you already. On self. So this pose, feet together, lean back, shoulders. Let me see. Like that. And it's okay to return to the same poses you already did. Matter of fact, in most yoga classes, that's all they do is repeat the same 15 poses, 20 poses, 10 poses over and over and over again for the hour, however long you're doing the yoga thing. Repetition of the same pose is important. Like the sun salutation, I've been to yoga classes, you know, people paying for yoga classes, and all they do is the same 10 or whatever sun salutations over and over and over and over and over again, which is cool because if you just do the sun salutation or the yoga or the kinetic yoga thing or whatever, it's going to work the whole entire body. Just observing the body and bringing air to the body, you're going to work the entire body, you know. So the reason why I'm staying here like this is because my hamstrings feel tight. So I'm doing this pose again for a second time. Man, I hope I'm inspiring y'all to fucking be great, man. That's all I want to do, man. I hope I'm inspiring y'all to be great, man. I'm hoping I'm inspiring y'all to show me love. To love Papi. I love y'all, man. You know, man, I just want everybody to be great, man. You know, I'm a motivator. You know, and I just love to shine. I'm going to shine, you know. I'm always going to shine. But I want you to shine too, my niggas. My niggas and niggas. I know y'all don't like, some of y'all don't like to be called niggas. That's cool because I'm not talking to you and you probably, I don't really want to, you know. This is just for people who fuck with me, man. Just for people who feel me, man. That's it. I'm not trying to put on no airs for nobody. I ain't got no time to be trying to motherfucking impress niggas who ain't impressed. Who won't ever be impressed. You understand? You have to ask yourself, does the job entail winning? Anything you do. I'm a winner. I'm competitive. But some shit you involved in, it don't entail winning. Ain't no winning. You understand? Ain't no winning. Ain't no goal. So, and the reason why I'm saying that is because some people in your life, your loved ones, and your family, they might not be happy with your ass and might not never be happy with your ass. You understand me? So you have to ask yourself, does me trying to appeal to these people, or does me trying to make these people happy with me, happy with my movement, am I ever going to achieve their acceptance? Think about that shit. Think about that shit. You understand? Am I going to achieve these people's acceptance? And you know you done did shit, bent over backwards for folks and shit, because you want people to accept you. You want people to love you, show you love. But does that motherfucking job that you're doing entail winning? Some people, it don't matter what you do, you're not going to win the acceptance. So you have to give that shit up. You understand? Give it up. You know, and be yourself. Be the self. You can't be self if you haven't introduced yourself to self. And how you introduce yourself to self. Baby, can I get those books I told you to get? Where'd you get? Did you give me a book?
Yes, right here.
Where?
Step right there.
All right, come over here and pass it to me, please. Come over here and pass it to me. She don't want to be on the camera. Come over and pass it to me so people can see that fat booty. All right. What you got here? Let me get the relationship one too, please.
That's, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. This Wheels of Life really, I mean, I use this Wheels of Life in the self-hypnosis. I'm not really fully happy with it. You know what? Where's the Hatha Yoga book too? That's a good one too. Give me that one too. So, give me that one too. So, self-hypnosis. Before you can talk about you doing you, this is the first one you should be getting into. This one, people are, man, that shit kills me. That shit irks me to my core. People tell me, I'm doing me. And they just doing whatever's in their field, their mental field that's been collected through experiences. Science tells you you are due to the environment you grew up in. Whatever you are is due to the environment, what you were exposed to, your parents, whatever. You understand me? So people take on all of these experiences and say, oh, this is me. I've created a self. And then you got this motherfucking shit right here. You got things that tells you exactly who you are before the universe. You understand? Fuck what was been put on you. Fuck the hood experience, the poverty experience, the, the nigga experience, whatever experience you had in America or whatever you had. Fuck that experience. The cosmos tells you who you are. The planets. What were the planets doing? What was the earth doing when you were born? All of these things tell you who you are designed to be in this hologram. Um, you understand? So go no. It's beyond me that people never open up a book and read about themselves because they feel like, oh, I'm such a unique individual. A book can't tell me about me. You understand me? So a book is not telling you about you. The planet is telling you about you. These are people who observe the occurrences of the stars and the planets and planetary occurrences, and they observe these things and say, hey, people who are born under this moon or under this planet act like this, and it's extremely accurate. I didn't have grown men leave me crying after reading this book. I didn't have grown men have to excuse themselves from this book of truth. And this is an older one. They have a new one. One of my students picked up the new one. It's the revised version. They got more different things in it. But this one is called The Life You Were Born to Live, man. I've been using this shit for over 10 years with my children, with my friends, families. It's a powerful book to make you look like a superstar in somebody's life. You know, so many people tell me I changed their life just by reading this book right here. So why don't you change your life and read it? You know what I'm saying? And then change other people's lives around you and read it. That's why, man, y'all niggas not gonna be able to come to me and do all of that shit, because I'm giving you the books where I got it from. You understand? Niggas love to do that. I need peers. I need peers. I need friends. I need companions in this shit. Not motherfuckers under me trying to, all this other shit. Everybody should be worshipped. I study science, so of course I should be worshipped. But you should be worshipped too. You understand? You are divinity also. We all divinity. So worshiping everybody else doesn't take anything from you. But this is another good one too. So I don't know where I'm at with my yoga pose. So, and I put y'all on this one about relationships the other day too. So I can't see the time anymore. So I'm just running my mouth. It's just spiritual, man. Because usually I would rather just be quiet, honestly. So I'm just gonna take it as something spiritual. You know, giving you all this sauce and juice and everything. And I'm coasting. I'm coasting like a motherfucker. I'm coasting. I'm coasting through this workout. I ain't even break a sweat. I don't care. Like I told you, I showed up. So I won in my mind. So no matter what nobody say about me to say, in my mind, I'm the one who puts the goal there. So if I put the goal there and I meet my goal, it don't matter what somebody say. I gotta say. You know. So, but if somebody else puts the goal in front of you, you understand, for you to meet some goal that doesn't have anything to do with your dynamics or who you are or anything, that's a good pose, Queen. That's really good. Yeah. Then, um, you gonna fall short of that, and you're gonna be feeling all fucked up about yourself. Self-esteem. How do you esteem yourself? You understand? How you esteem yourself is self-esteem. Self-esteem. You understand? It ain't got shit to do with a motherfucker, anybody else, how they feel about you, how you feel about you. And the reason why you feel shitty about yourself is because you're too busy listening to what everybody else think about you. You understand? In order to really get into your core, like I told you, my shit was aggression, and craziness. People always like, yo, nigga, you crazy? Or you aggressive, you violent, you this, you that. You understand me? So, I never really felt too much. I never felt bad about myself. I never violated my heart in terms of my actions and movements through the planets, no matter who think about what about it. But when I read who I am in the books and shit, I'm a warrior. It's part of my dichotomy. I'm supposed to be aggressive. I'm supposed to be this and I'm supposed to be that. But if I never discover self, then I would take all those things and maybe feel bad about myself. You understand? And have low self-esteem. I got high self-esteem because I esteem myself. All the comments and shit people give you, that's cool. And the love that people give you, that's cool. But that's not my only source of esteem. My major source, my number one source of esteem is myself. You understand? Myself. I told a story before about the wealthy. I was in this conference with these wealthy folks, and nobody would raise their hand saying they were wealthy. And then but me. You understand me? But because they knew deep down inside that money don't make you wealthy. You understand? Money don't make you wealthy. You understand? Black folks, we need to get the fuck up off that money shit. I'm not saying don't have money because I'm a businessman. I'm into business, but we need to stop judging each other by money. Um, because it don't even got our face on the money. So, and then they tell you, oh, this make you a man if you got money. So they make sure most men, black men, don't have the money. And I don't give a fuck how much money you got as a black man, a billionaire. You ain't shit because you ain't got nobody, you ain't got no peers. You ain't got no peers. You understand? So it's about the community. The Asians, Spanish, know it. We don't grow, the individual doesn't grow, the whole collective grows. Because how can a black billionaire grow when he still got motherfuckers in the projects with fucking rainbow fucking weaves and fucking acting crazy and dysfunctional and shit? Because this is how the whole world is going to view us. You understand me? So we gotta stop being about self. As soon as a nigga get money, they don't want to associate with niggas who ain't got money. That is the most foolishest thing you can do. If you got money, that's a leveraging tool. Because you don't know that because you don't respect people who don't have money. But I respect everybody. I know everybody is valuable. I just need to know, what do you do? If I got money and I know that everybody's valuable, all I need to go to is my brothers and sisters and say, what's your skill? What do you do? Oh, I'll invest in that. I love that shit. What's your skill? What do you do? Oh, really? You love that? You like doing that? I'll invest in that. But niggas ain't about community building. I'm not talking about charitable work. I'm talking about what's the white boy name who made money buying other people's businesses and investing in other people's ideas? Not Gates. Some other nigga, whatever his name is. You understand? That's all he do is buy other people's ideas and companies and makes money off of it. So if you respect people and understand every individual is something.
Mark Cuban and all those people on like Shark Tank and stuff.
Yeah, not Mark Cuban. This was old.
Yeah, the older dude on Shark Tank.
Nah, he not on Shark Tank. This dude dated on Shark Tank. This dude won't ever be on Shark Tank. You know what I'm saying? But Warren Buffett. Yep.
Oh.
Warren Buffett. And then the whole thing, that's good that you brought up Shark Tank, because Shark Tank, that's all they do, is buy other people's ideas. So if you're a wealthy motherfucker, why would you go around other wealthy motherfuckers where you gotta pay to be around? When you can go around poor folks, your people, your skin folk, and invest in their ideas. We gotta think community. You understand? We gotta stop putting money first before the value of people. You understand? Because the money ain't ours. We don't run that shit. So we have to figure out how to move in an expansive way. You understand me? And the most valuable thing ain't the money, it's the people. Let's see what's up with that. The most valuable thing ain't the money, it's the people. You understand? And the people generate the money. Why do you think they give you money for going to sit somewhere for hours, 8 hours or something? Because you the wealth. You the true wealth. So we have to figure out how to design things for ourselves. We have this strong consumer shit going on. As soon as the grocery stores don't get their delivery for a week, everybody in the community starve. So we got to be more intelligent about how we move. We got to be self-sufficient. We got to be independent. Contrary to popular belief, black folks have had the most successful community in America. More successful than white folks in America. We had the war. Anything you see that's propped up right now, the court systems, the Wall Street, all of the buildings, high rises, all this shit, colleges, universities, all that shit came from black folks. You understand me? We built that shit. We had all that shit. You understand me? We had after that slavery shit, we had built up immense affluence, import and export trading with other countries. So, we put ourselves, that whole integration thing, Martin Luther King put us deeper and deeper into dependency on white folks. Because we were self-sufficient. Black Wall Street, research it. You understand me? Black Wall Street. And they call it Black Wall Street, but they should have called it the first Wall Street. Because there was no Wall Street before the Black Wall Street. You understand? We built all that shit. You understand? So we have to understand that. You know, there's an immense hospital. We had our own hospitals, planes, transportation. We have to understand we have immense capability to be self-sufficient. The only reason why we don't go for self-sufficiency like we did is because white folks is extremely violent. They were attacking us. You understand me? They were attacking our communities, killing us. So now, motherfucker, any to the point where black folks had to be stupid, play dumb, couldn't even, if you acted like an intellectual, a group of white folks was coming to your house at night and killing you. You know what I'm saying? So this is why black folks are scared to be anything. And our children who are grown, even in my era, I was born 1980, we think, oh, I'm going to do something great. I'm going to be the first black businessman. I'm going to be the first person to have a black community. No, motherfucker, you just don't know your history. Like, we don't know your history. You ain't the first shit. You ain't nothing. You understand me? And I hate that shit because a lot of black folks use that to separate themselves from other black folks. Oh, you know, I'm successful. I'm moving out the hood. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm the first one to have a business here. You ignorant of your history. The only reason why black folks is like this, you talking about people who were flooded with drugs, flooded with all types of over-policing to get us in this position of mental enslavement. We are in fear. We are in full-blown fear. We don't ask a black person to start a business. Well, starting a business ain't for everybody. That's in our core, in our soul. That's in our Akashic record. That's in our Akashic record, in ourselves. That starting a business ain't for everybody because these crackers was attacking black folks for starting businesses. So now there's so much fear behind it. And now a black person who do eke out and start a business and make some millions or billions, they feel like they better than other black folks. Because, hey, these black folks are dysfunctional. You understand? You know, I made it. They can make it too. And they alone. They end up being alone. You understand? Isolating themselves with other white folks. You know, so we got a lot of self-hate. And one thing, you want me to tell you something? I'm going to tell you this. What's revolution to black folks? What's revolution to black people? Huh? What's revolution to black people? You understand? Loving our motherfucking selves. We ain't got to go out and kill nobody. We ain't got to go out and hate nobody. We ain't got to do shit but love ourselves and do for ourselves. If we loved ourselves and did for ourselves, we wouldn't be up in these people's stores. You understand? The queens would be able to stay home and make and sew some shit. The queens would be able to stay home and feed the community. You understand? And that's not a derogatory thing. Y'all getting mad already. I can feel y'all getting mad. What you mean we gonna stay home and clean? What you mean we gonna stay home and make clothes? What you mean we gonna stay home and cook? Everything that I just said, cooking, cleaning, clothes, you talking about multi-billion-dollar industries. While they done chased you out your house shaming you for the divine feminine principle, they making billions of dollars off of your ignorance. I love wearing the clothes my queen make. You understand? I love wearing my clothes. I hate going up in the fucking malls. I love it. I feel so fresh when she make me something. You understand? Or my mother makes me something, makes me some clothes. I feel dip. You know, like, wow, I don't need nobody name brand shit. I feel so dip in my own shit. And that's what they taking from us. You understand? We need to stay the fuck about these places because they don't care about us. They don't love us. Self-love is what's going to build us. Self-love is what's going to increase us. You understand? They can tell you anything they want to tell you about me. I heard somebody say I'm a devil worshiper. Yo, they gonna say whatever they want to say once you off this motherfucking paradigm. You understand? You know, worshiper, devil worshiper. You know what a devil worshiper? Somebody who loved the black woman. The devil is the black woman. D, Eve, L. D means the, Eve means the first woman. Eve, the first woman, which was the black woman. And L means God. Devil. So, you know, you talking about worshiping the devil with the horns. We have to understand. The horns was a sign of oneness with nature. And imagine Naomi Campbell with her beautiful ass, or Angela Bassett. Because you got to be, I'm not talking about no young queens. I'm talking about 50, 60-year-old queens walking around in beautifulness and with the horns on. This was the helm of our society. You understand? The matriarchal black queen, the black mother, the great mother. And she walked around with her beautiful ass. Imagine Naomi Campbell with some horns on her head. Imagine Angela Bassett with some horns, a headdress with horns. walking around with beautiful. So that's what they did when the patriarchal shit came on. They flipped it over, made the devil, the black woman, the most hated on the planet. You understand me? Made her the most derogatory on anything that has to deal with women or the black women. If you every faith system, Christians tell you they got something from the pagans. The Muslims told you they got it from the pagans. Who the pagans? The pagans are the people who worship women, black women. You understand me? Because that was the only woman in deification was the black woman. Because we had enough sense to deify our women. Not the Arabs, they hate their women. Not the Asians, they hate their women. You understand me? And you see in the Arab culture and these Indian Vedic cultures, who are they raising up? The feminine goddesses. You understand? But they Muslims, so they feel like the feminine goddess shit is a paganism shit. Is evil. You know, the Muslim faith. They said Muhammad destroyed the temple of the pagan gods. You understand? Which was all feminine deity. You understand me? So you gotta get away from this shit. Intellectualize yourself. I don't know how we got there, but it's about an hour. I talked a little bit, worked out a little bit, and I'm good. I'm happy with that. We did some yoga. There's another video. Was it? I did two. No, this is one video today, right?
You did another talk on gender.
Okay, I just did a talk. So this is the only video on dynamic movements today. Sometimes I break it up into two videos. It was short and sweet. I barely broke a sweat. I love it. Thank you for joining me today. Good. I had a good time, man. And we just was running our mouth talking, man. Running our mouth talking. So the future is we got the podcast coming. We got some other book club information things coming where I'll be having books around things and such. We got my Botanica. We got my online Botanica. Papi got the realest shit on the planet.
You don't give him a sneak peek.
Papi got the realest shit on the planet. Let me get this one. My online Botanica's coming. And this is one of my joints this ain't gonna be on a Botanica. If you want this joint, it's gonna cost you about $5,000. If you want to get this shit. This is my personal one. This is from my first goat sacrifice. And this is a stuffed horn. So my stuffed horns online, I'm gonna have these in the Botanica, my online Botanica, the stuffed horns. And these are I might have one or two up there, but these are pretty much made to order. I'm gonna have to do a ritual to get you one of these. This is the only I don't order these offline somewhere. If you can order them, I don't know. But this is a horn for my sacrifice. If you want this, if you want Papi's goat horn from his first sacrifice, it's gonna be $5,000. I'm not parting with this motherfucker easily. This is a powerful joint, powerful tool. But I'll have other tools on there for you to grab. Let me see. Yeah, so this is a horn from a sacrifice that I did. A goat horn from a white cabuit blanco. But and this is what I'll do. Is I stuff it with different ashe from different sacrifices, and then I also